Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's morning here for me, so my voice sounds a little bit tired. Right now, I'm going to show you how I created my feathers canvas, which is really quite a neat technique that I saw others doing. This one is called Feathers, and what I've done there just now is laid down a base coat of off-white, which I mixed with white and some brown, which made it a really nice off-white color. So I'm going to use a piece of yarn. As you can see me dabbing it into some paint on the side there. The colors are bronze, copper, and what I call a melted chocolate ice cream, which was made from whites and browns and some black, actually. I am going to lay this string down on the canvas, right in the middle, for my first feather. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly pull the string down to one side of the spine of the feather that I'm imagining right there. And it is going to pull the colors off of the yarn onto the canvas. And it does look very much like I have too much paint for the base coat on there. It's a pool of it coming out into that yarn. But it kind of gives the feather, it's not a solid feather look. Or a solid feather color, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so now I'm getting ready to do the other side. Plop those colors onto that piece of yarn and get it up there so I can finish that feather off and continue on with the painting. Come on. I wasn't too sure if I was doing it the right way. That's why it took me a little bit long. I actually initially was going to lay the yarn on the other side of the feather. I'm like, no, this does not look right. I just had a totally complete brain freeze and then figured it out. So there you see I've got it on the correct side. And pulling down again with a whole lot of that base color being pulled into that yarn. But it's okay, because it does look good. It came out good. Okay. I'm going to wipe that yarn off it because there's so much of that base coat on there, and I just wanted to get a little touch of the bronze and copper and brown again, because I'm going to pull that string up through the middle of the feather in order to make that feather spine, I think is what you might call it. That's what I'm calling it. A feather spine, the quill, you know what constitutes the quill of a feather. Ta-da. Now I am going to do my second feather. Same way, dipping the yarn in the same colors, doing the same techniques of both sides of the feather, just speeding up a little bit because I figured you probably didn't want me to take my time and show you all that. To me, I like to speed things up, especially if you see, oh, that's how you do it. Then let's roll and continue on to see how this outcome will be. And it's, the feathers, of course, they're not going to be identical, which is not what they're supposed to be. Pulling that string through again to make that spine. And then I'll start on my third and final feather. A little bit thinner there. I think this is really pretty. It's a great idea. I want to try some more of these things. Not necessarily making feathers, although I do like the feather look. but I want to try different stuff. I don't know, making different designs, I guess. Really pretty colors. I got into kind of fallish colors lately in some of my paintings. Okay, so now I pulled out a skewer. You know, you always keep those in the kitchen, and it's just poking around at the bottom of the spines, pulling out some of the paint from the sides to make it look like fine feathers coming out, like you would normally see on a bird's feather, quill, whatever. And just gives it more of a refined look. And pretty much that's it. Thank you, everyone. This is Feathers.